Well, good morning, folks. Here we are with time at just a little after 9:15 and ready to go with our first race on this very calm and mild, beautiful Sunday morning after other slower proceedings yesterday, including not getting away for our first race of the weekend. So that's reduced our program to only the 2 races today. And just adding a little bit of a balance, as somebody said, compared to what the 4 races we'll get at the final round. Thank you to Sloan Cross this morning for introducing us to an opportunity to practice at Hampton Downs on the Friday before. So, and as well as that, to my understanding, still trying to get in our 4 races as well at Hampton for that final round. So courtesy of Ctas Washdyke, at home of course on what we call the Hilton Highway there, at highway number 1 at Washdyke, just on the outskirts of Timaru, open 5 a.m. till 10 p.m. 7 days. Washdyke, Ctas obviously is a field place now that can be recognised for our people that are travelling in, the locals, to make sure they top up before they leave this beautiful South Canterbury and heading to wherever part of the country they'll be, including many of the North Islanders that are probably almost homesick by now, that travelled down here in the first week of January and ready to get back. Nice to be joined by Rob Woodall. Unfortunately for Rob, I'm sure he'd prefer to be a rider out there rather than a spectator here at the moment. Morning, Rob, your beloved Pro-Twin class out there, and again this fabulous Dennis, Charlotte and Bailey Perriton show adding some spark, but from your personal point of view, the bike too late to repair or parts unavailable?
Yeah, good morning, Neil. Unfortunately, it's a bit pointless to try racing this weekend, but as we can see, the boys are out there doing it hard anyway, so yeah, it's good to be a part of it still and be here watching and supporting.
Right, the Pro-Twin class has certainly had some highs over its time, but now with Bailey and Dennis added to the field, and that record's being broken here and there along the way as well, really shows that Pro-Twins is a true class in our competition.
Yeah, it certainly is, but I think the best thing about getting pedigree of riders like Bailey and Dennis involved is that the pace is quickened, and it needs those good riders to show, I guess, the rest of the guys what's possible, but they're definitely pushing it to a new level.
Right, Pro-Twins, most of those are the Suzuki SV650, you yourself with the Aprilia 550, slightly smaller, but you have proved in the racing you can be right on board with these Suzukis?
Yeah, it's got some advantages and some disadvantages. Obviously, the fact that I'm not racing means that there's a big disadvantage. But overall, there's definitely still potential. I'll get it up and running for later in the season. I'll be back for Hampton Downs. Nice to hear,
nice to hear. We're joined by Rob Woodall all the way from the surf coast of Raglan on the wild west of the North Island. Dennis, Charlotte, Bailey Perriton, Ben Rosendale. Ben keeping him honest this time. Nathan Jane, our outstanding rider from the previous round. Dean Bentley, Carl Messiter up there. And get back to our 125s and there with Grogan Chandler, just catching up to his first of the 650s and moving past them with Chris Kane, Chris White, Chris Wallinger, Ashley Weller back a little further, Brian Hardiker and Paul Jemison having some quality numbers in our 125 GP lineup. The reason for the split start between them is the fact that we're incorporating 2 classes on the same race, and that's great with our modern mxt.co.nz electronic transponding, but it also means that because they're an uncharacteristic bike, they start differently. We don't mix the slower starting 125s with the higher powered 650. Spider just doing some technical stuff here with us at the moment. No, it didn't work. Oh, there we go, it didn't work, that one. So hopefully to come back with you shortly, and here we go, looking out for them again, and still our 84-33 at the moment as we look at the 33 and just trying to get up on the inside, and he does. Bailey through, nice to watch, head down towards Castrol, and it's Bailey on the outside, but look at that, Dennis looking for a gap on the inside and pushing his way all the way through the inside of the corner. Nice to watch, but look at that from Ben Rosendale. Nice to see Ben up. We saw last year Ben come out of the blue literally for us in the class, Rob, and he was deserved number 1, but he's been pushed all the way. Now we've come here to more of a rider's track rather than a horsepower track, and nearly to go through on the inside of John Jones, and looking spectacular as those guys head through there, and Ben looks much more comfortable here at levels today.
Yeah, it's been interesting to watch Ben actually keep up with Dennis and Bailey. He's definitely improved a lot, and again, with those guys pushing the pace, Ben is certainly showing that he can keep up with them. But also Nathan Jane on the back there, this is his rookie season racing Pro-Twins. Last year he was on a 250 2-stroke, this year is on a big 650 4-stroke, and obviously there's a lot to learn. It's a heavier bike, and he's absolutely flying for a rookie. It's amazing to see him in 4th place there, number 97.
Great to see you, right? So there we go with 33, Bailey Perriton now in the lead ahead of Dennis Charlotte, Ben Rosendale, Nathan Jane. They're our top group. Back to the red bike in the area of Carl Messiter with Dean Bentley, Ryan Bradshaw, Jordan Knowles, Phil Munt, and also for some reason still Steve Hildred, who's dropped right off the pace. That seems a little unusual. And our 1-2-5s in the lineup, which will feature again Brogan Chandler, who's looking for that perfect score of being top qualifier at every race, plus winning every race. Not quite as good as the sidecar boys, looking for the same record and also breaking lap records. Brogan outside the lap records for the tracks. But well, maybe today, the kind of day that you might want to see lap records going forward. Joined again by Spider, who's just doing some technical things for us. And morning, Spider. Wouldn't you call this the perfect kind of weather for a summertime race meeting right now?
Oh, definitely. We had some very hot weather on Friday, and particularly yesterday it was up in the mid-30s, and it was just so sweltering hot. Just muggy as well, so taxing on the riders. But today, a nice cool day out there, no breeze at all, and absolutely massive racing out there with Dennis Charlotte going through on the start-finish line, but there's nothing in it. Remember, in the last two meetings, we've had two of these Pro Twin races separated by first and second place by just 0.003 of a second. That's about a tyre tread depth, so awesome racing. And massive to see the man there in fourth place at the moment, and that I think is number 67, and that's Nathan Jane, his first ever time down the South Island. He got not one but two lap records in this class down at Invercargill last weekend. For a newcomer to the sport, remember all those people in front of him. Ben Rosendale is the current New Zealand Pro Twin champion, and Dennis Charlotte has done Superbike 600s, at least New Zealand Championship winning, and of course we've got Bailey Perriton, a former 250 champion, and a man that's capable of getting out in 600 race. But Nathan Jane is absolutely a classic, and he's not even running a bike that's hotly spec'd. A lot of these bikes run what we call Power Commander, which is mapping the engine, and that doesn't even have one of those on there. So I said to him, how are you going to get on? He says, if I can stick with someone and see where they go, I'll do it. And right now he's sticking with them. See the two lead men of our class bikes coming in there, and it's very hard to pick up who's in the front, but it is Bailey Perriton. Bailey Perriton, Dennis Charlotte's going to get the line. He's going up past the line on the inside. Can he make? No, Perriton shuts the door. Perriton takes the wide line. There'll be another attack here going into the big Castrol sweeper here at Levels Raceway for the round 3 of the New Zealand Superbike Championships. It was sponsored Superbike Championships for 2016. There's nothing in it. It's all about slipstreaming. I've seen Dennis Charlotte. I'm sure he gave that last corner at Ruapuna the other day to Bailey, and then he just waited for the slipstream. I'm sure the way Bailey went past that Dennis said, you can have this, I'm going to take a lot in behind you along the main straight, and he pulled out and won the race by 0.003 of a second there.
Yeah, great to watch, and joined again by Rob Whittleworth. First of all, Rob, tell us about the power characteristics of your bike compared to one of these Suzukis, because we've watched you, certainly with your ability, being able to punch nicely in amongst them in the type, but they just seem to have a fraction longer lead on you. Is that the way you're feeling?
Yeah, that's correct. I'm running a 550 and I've got a little bit less horsepower, but my weight compared to theirs, they're on about 190 kilos, I'm on about 115 kilos. So the bike's a lot lighter. So I can kind of hold my own, but the biggest problem is it's got a 5-speed gearbox, and really 6 is an advantage.
Right, hey, you'd be missing this track here today. That'd suit you fine?
Oh yeah, it would have been great. For sure the back straight's long, but the infield would have been so much fun.
Exactly. So Rob Whittle, a unfortunate spectator, but thanks for the expertise on board with us as we look down the there at the moment. The white flag being waved by our flag man today, Noel May. So good work by our fabulous South Canterbury Motorcycle Club hosting this event. We've been here at Levels for New Zealand road racing in the last decade, and some of those events have been hosted by Motorcycling Canterbury, and taking nothing away from there. Excellent organisation. Nice to see the local club coming to the fore and organising some great road racing back here in South Canterbury. So our update at the moment with Dennis Charlotte. Or 2 lap records that Spider is just pointing out to, so well done here as we're keen to go.
Bailey's got the lap record.
Bailey's got the lap record there at the moment, so it's Bailey slightly faster, Spider.
Yeah, both the lead 2 bikes, the old lap record was Johnny Small there, 109.122. We've got a 108.657 and a 108.853. Bailey Perriton is the quickest man on the track. Here we go, the checkered flag comes down, and it is going to be Dennis Charlotte. Dennis Charlotte by about 6 bike lengths. And there it is, Nathan Jane's gone through into 3rd place with Bailey Perriton in 2nd, and Ben Rosendale slipping down to 4th. We have the First of the 125s coming along. We're looking out for Rogan Chandler, but meanwhile coming up the bus stop. In fact, here we go. The battle is on. Is that Rogan Chandler coming through? Is he going to get pipped for second place? No, in fact, that's bike number 15, Carl Messiter. We're followed by Ryan Bradshaw. Both these guys, I think, had a crash last weekend and we're out of the action for one of the races. Dean Bentley goes through in a 7th place. And here we go, Rogan Chandler, a perfect score this season in all the races. He's taken a 25-point lead. 25 points with Chris Kane, the young Auckland fellow, on the 66 machine going through their second for the 125s. Christopher White, Philip Monk and Jordan Knowles go through. They are in the Pro Twin class. And there we go, the big man of on the track, Ashley Weller, should be coming across shortly on the 63 machine. 104 kilos this gentleman weighs. He said the last time he was